Good evening, everyone, or morning, whichever it may be for you guys. It's kind of like 1 o'clock in the morning for me. Good evening. And let me mute that. But I figured this is kind of a bit important, so actually it's really important for some of you guys, especially you guys that have gun channels or show guns in your videos. YouTube's got a new policy update that you guys might want to check out. That's supposed to go in effect April or mid-April. So let me stop. Let me share this link in a few spots and we'll get started. Obviously I didn't get the notifications that I went live. I'll show you guys where you can find it. I'll also put the link in the description once I am done with this video. One more share and then we'll get started. Alrighty, I'm going to stop sharing so I can actually share my screen. I want to show you guys where you can find this. Alright, now if you guys go into your Creator Studio, I don't know how you guys may have your widgets, but I have mine, what's new, it'll appear right here. Since I clicked on it, it's not there, not right now, but it can be found right here. I'll give you a link. When you click on the link, it'll take you here. Policy on content featuring firearms. YouTube prohibits certain kinds of content featuring firearms. Specifically, we don't allow content that intends to sell firearms or certain firearm accessories through direct sales, e.g. private sales by individuals, or links to sites that sell these items. This I know affects a few of you guys out there in the YouTube world here, because I'm subscribed to a bunch of you, and I know you guys promote the sites that, or the shops that support you. Now I get my notification I went live. Imagine that. These accessories include, but may not be limited to, accessories that enable a firearm to simulate automatic fire or convert firearm to automatic fire, e.g. bump stocks, Gatling triggers, drop-in auto spheres, conversion kits. On high-capacity magazines, magazines or belts carrying more than 30 rounds. Provides instruction on manufacturing a firearm and ammunition, high-capacity magazines, homemade silencer suppressors, or certain firearms accessories such as those listed above. This also includes instructions on how to convert a firearm to automatic or simulated automatic firing capabilities. Shows users how to install the above-mentioned accessories or modifications. Pay attention to how this is worded, guys. There's room for interpretation and room for loopholes. Also know this ain't the final policy. It's subject to change before April. Report content that violates this policy. You can report videos that you believe violate this policy by flagging the video. Of course, they put that in there. And I know a bunch of you guys out there. Basically, this is saying people like Iraqi Vet 888, No, I love his channel, but no more meltdowns that we enjoy. Demolition rants, no more some of the things he does. I mean, they're going to basically hold us to the letter within interpretation, how they choose to interpret it. So you guys be careful. I don't want to see any of your channels go. I enjoy them. I don't agree with this policy. It's a violation of our Second Amendment rights. It's a violation of our freedom of speech, and it's a violation of education. You know, a lot of these guys out here educate people. I mean, they can go as far as break it down as far as you can't show us how to reload ammunition. And that's not an easy task for the beginner. You know, it's nice to have videos like this on here that show us how to reload, you know, how to equip stuff. This is just an outright slap in the face to everyone. You know, and I'm really getting sick and tired of it. I know you guys are, but I mean, come on. When's enough's enough, right? You think at some point they'd quit making things up as they go? Because a lot of this stuff is educational purposes. You know, and I know a lot of you guys out there enjoy a lot of the similar content. You know, I guess now what you guys need to do is reach out. In fact, I'm putting a link here in the live chat. You guys are definitely going to want to check that out and read it for yourself. Oh, I agree. This is utter BS. Just like, here, let me share another screen. I said I wasn't going to rant on this one. I want to show you guys something. And this is the second day in a row, and I'm going to show it because I want it documented. Second day in a row. And I can show you I'll show you my main page as well. As you can see, my notifications. It's the second day in a row I've got this very same channel recommended to me. I can't tell you what it says. I can't tell you what they're saying. I don't speak that language, and I don't read that language. But let's scroll down here further. This was 3 hours ago. I got this. Well, let's scroll back to yesterday. And as you guys can see, what I follow. I mean, Step 1 Survival, the Conservative Cartel NASCAR, the White House, the Prepared Mind, Reality Check 123, RT, Northern Seclusion, My Self-Reliance, Full Spectrum Survival, Hitchcock 45. Yep, this is going to affect him. So those that know him might want to send him a message. Enter the Stars. Right there, 1 day ago. Same channel, same recommendation. You guys see what I follow. Why am I getting recommended this? I don't speak that language. I've never viewed that type of content. How is that recommended from what I follow? Let's go to the main page of my channel. You see these recommendations. I mean, hello, NRA. Music, all kinds of music. Survival, prepping, do it yourself. Yep. Another one that's going to have to watch their content, Scooch. I mean, this is ridiculous. Half of my content that I enjoy, I might be losing because they support gun stores, they support the NRA, they support the Second Amendment right. They show you how to rebuild your guns, clean them, load your own ammo. This is just ridiculous. They're coming after us on every platform. YouTube, I don't know what you're thinking, but telling us we can't do educational videos on firearms of any type. Oh, they got over a 30-round magazine. So what? Who cares? Let's not forget the issue at stake here. It isn't the gun. The gun is an inanimate object. It is a person behind it that makes a choice to do something bad with it. Guns don't kill, it's people. It doesn't need to be a gun, it could be a knife. You're going to remove all the knife stuff now? Next? You're going to remove car videos because the electric Tesla car ran a pedestrian over today? You know, how many people on here that upload or don't have that widget, what's new, won't even catch it? You know, that's the part that I hate about TOSs. These are subject to change without notification. They don't have to notify you, and they should have to notify you by email. Because you're going to catch some people off guard who didn't know because they don't have that little widget installed in their background. I keep it installed just for reasons like this so I know when new policy changes happen. You know, here's my question, YouTube. I get NRA advertisements. You're going to take them off your platform because you're telling people what they can't show when it comes to firearms or ammunition. And it's funny, I get the NRA ads. I gave my stance about them a lot on a few videos. Next thing you know, I get NRA videos. Don't mistake the fact that I won't support them when it comes to the Second Amendment right. I just won't let them give an inch. I just don't get it. I really don't. I mean, you're playing a game, basically telling us we can't have no opinions anymore. We can't show educational videos on firearm safety because it just so happens I might have a telescopic buttstock, or it folds because you left so much of it for interpretation. It only takes one person, anti-gun, to flag one of our videos. You're going to give us the benefit of the doubt. You're going to actually watch the video. It shouldn't even be up for debate. Oh, because I'm teaching somebody how to reload ammunition? Maybe some of you guys should get off your chairs and actually see how hard it is without somebody showing you. How precise the measurements has got to be. Or is it that you guys just forget how good of a platform you actually have? It's these very types of channels that help make this platform what it is. All the people's different opinions and views that they share daily on here, all the gun channels, all the survival channels, prepping channels, educational channels, free thinking channels, conspiracy channels, the religious channels, the gaming industry. You realize it's all of us. It's the only reason why you are even have a platform. Or you got to that point where you just don't care about us. I mean, yes, there's been tragic events that have happened. But there's also been good conversation that's come up out of this, spreading awareness, spreading that, hey, we need to sit down and have to talk with our kids about what's going on. That wouldn't happen if you, those kind of talks wouldn't happen if it wasn't for these types of content that's on here. Every time you give one of us a strike for something stupid, that's more or less in a gray area of it's left up for interpretation. You know, you demonetize so many channels, you kind of force people to go to people that want to sponsor them. Well, these gun channels, guess what? These gun companies want to sponsor them. The NRA wants to sponsor them. These mom and pop gun stores want to sponsor them. So basically, the way that is written up, if I say a name of one of those mom and pop gun stores, I could be flagged, catch a strike. Because they sell firearms. Well, I better not see a Cabela's ad or a Dick's Sporting Goods ad on here, YouTube. Because guess what? They sell firearms. Walmart ad. Guess what? They sell firearms and ammunition. Yes, we do need to be talking about the mental health conversations as well. Because that is an issue. But while they want to restrict all these other channels that put up great content, let's not forget it was the system that failed. And that's actually been reported. Every step of the way, something failed that could have prevented, if people would have done their jobs, may have prevented what happened. I don't get this need to censor that every platform seems to have right now. Oh, that looks like an assault rifle. Let me tell you what an assault rifle is. A military assault rifle is a fully automatic. It is not an AR. It is not an AK. But yes, it can be an AK if it is a military issued. That's the point. Military issue weapons, not rifles. Quit calling them assault rifles. They are rifles. Single shot rifles. It doesn't matter if it has 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 round drums. You can only shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger. Oh wait, because somebody modified their trigger? you're gonna say they can't have that video up because it has a modified trigger because they mentioned it had a modified trigger. Well, or you're gonna say Mitchellette can't have his videos because his finger is faster than most fully automatics. But how many people would actually know that if they don't know who Mitchellette was? They never researched him and know that that man's got one fast finger. They just see him shooting and thinking, oh man, that's a fully automatic. This is what the type of door you're opening up. I don't think you guys get it. You really don't get it. I got news for you, YouTube. You're going to get it. Because there is people out there that know what content's on this platform that is hidden under private, that's still there, that you guys don't go after. I don't think you want that stuff exposed. Clean your own house. Leave us alone. Quit infringing on our rights, the freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom to have our own opinions and views. Quit listening to these people that think everything is every gun is a weapon. Well, let me tell you something. Your social platform can be a weapon for the right people that know how to use it. Anything can be a weapon. Just like anything can be a tool. It's just how you use it. Our minds are a weapon. And they're a beautiful tool when we use them. Just like this platform is a beautiful platform when you let it do what it's meant to do. Have that freedom of opinion, that freedom of expression. It strives people to create good content. It teaches people. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of these gun channels. They teach people. They teach safety. They teach you what not to do. But yet you want to create policies that is so open for interpretation, and that is very open for interpretation. Don't need a law degree to know that one. Because what is a TOS? What is policy? But nothing. It is all how you interpret it. Just like your recommendations. You recommend a channel that you know I don't speak a foreign language. Besides, I don't even speak it, so I'm not even going to say I do. I can interpret some of it, but still get lost once they get talking because maybe my secondary language, I haven't spoken it since I was 10, and that's Portuguese. You know the content I put up. You know what I watch. And you send me that 2 days in a row. You know, I don't know. And that's the thing. There's a lot of good creative content on here. I mean, what I see this is more of an attack on people that are getting outside sponsors, outside ad advertisers to support them, which you should be thankful, because if they're supporting them, that means their content's going to be better. I mean, you took away most of that from us by being so restrictive on what we can say, how we can express ourselves. I mean, YouTube, you've made some mistakes. You made some good things, though. This chat being able to be seen is awesome. We wanted that for a long time, a record, what people say in the chat. One of those good things. It also allows you to see some of the complaints a lot of us have. I don't have it, but I've been on channels and people's chats that have it with the troll problem. And for some of you first-time viewers, new subscribers, no, I don't normally go on cam. Every now and then, just to show my face, let you guys know there's a real person behind the screen. Or when I'm outside working, do-it-yourself projects. No. I do recommend that you share this video. If you don't share it, at least tell people to check the policy. Tell them where they can find it. I will put the link in the description. It is important that you read, especially if your channel has anything to do with guns on it, or you've done gun videos, or reloading, or you showed how to fix a magazine. Yes, I do talk a lot with my hands. In fact, I'm going to scroll down here just a little bit so I don't have to see my hands moving. I mean, for some people, this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I hope you guys understand that, YouTube. This is going to bring attention your way that I don't think you're ready for. It's a bad policy. A very bad one. It's something that maybe you should think about. Of course, it won't be the first time you made a bad idea here of late, which I think you guys corrected that one. I hope you corrected that one and don't try to use Wikipedia as a fact-checking source. But from from what I've watched and read, it looks like you might be making the right decision there by not doing that one. That's something else you need to understand. We are adults, most of us. Yes, you do have your kids out there. We are capable of making up our own mind on what content to watch and not watch. We are capable of making up our mind on if it's bad content, if something we don't agree with, to move on and don't watch it. We don't need you dictating for us who to watch and not watch. That's up to us to decide. Just like I decide, and always have since I've had a YouTube channel, to support the gun channels. I enjoy them. And the hunting channels. I grew up hunting. It was a means to put food on the table. I've learned how to maintain some of my own firearms, some of the older ones that I have, because somebody had posted a video on how to refurbish them, how to fix them. I think you guys might really do need to rethink this. Really rethink it. Because the backlash that's going to come with this, maybe you haven't paid attention to the numbers of those who own firearms. Maybe you don't pay attention to your own analytics, which I probably don't think you do, because after the data I got today from another site where all these videos that I've done is synced to, the amount of impression and clicks don't even add up to your analytics. In fact, they blow your analytics way out the water. And they were only up for a day on this site. But they don't reflect over here. Interesting. See, sometimes it pays to be somebody that don't really give a rat's ass about numbers or subscribers or view counts. Because my opinion is this video, the message in this video is meant for those that stumble across it. Those are the ones it's meant for. They'll find it. They'll be drawn to it. That's how I've lived my life. I've experienced that, seen that happen in work. Just like I've seen stunts like this backfire very bad on corporations. Eventually, people are going to have to say enough's enough. They're going to stand up. Eventually, somebody's going to come out there and start showing the darker side of YouTube. Because there is one, and we all know it. But yet you only focus on going after certain groups of people. That's people that talk about this, go against the status quo. People that want to question things, have free thinking. That's what your platform's becoming. It's becoming a place where if you're a free thinker, you do not have a place on this community. A person that speaks their opinion, speaks their mind, shares their views, lets their audience decide. Because in the end, it's up to my audience to decide what they think. You know, I can't change their minds for them. I only can go off what I've experienced, what I've lived, the things I've experienced in life, how I view things, see things. But I get this beautiful chance to interact with my audience and learn from them and question why they think that way. Well, why did I think that way? Why don't I think that way? What have they seen or lived that's made them believe that? Did I get something wrong, or was it something I wasn't ready to accept back then? See, that's the beauty of this platform, YouTube. I don't think you fully understand that or grasp that. I don't think you fully understand that these people that try to debunk things or try to figure out, well, is this fake, real, what? It's education, because they sit there and share the screen as they're going through researching, showing people how they find it. They're teaching people how to research, think, question. That's one of the most beautiful things that ever attracted me to YouTube, was that right there. It's not about being nice, it's about pointing out the good things that are on this platform. Because there are good things. It's the things that they need to be reminded of, that they've seemed to have forgotten along the way. And there's a time and place for everything. Just like there's a time and place that it's time that a bunch of us get together, put any differences we have aside, and start speaking up on these very issues. I don't care if it's on this channel, another channel, I don't care where. I don't care if we got to create a channel just specifically for that. In fact, that's probably even better. That way nobody gains off it. There's nothing about followers or subscribers. Where people can sound off on these issues. Something I've been trying to set up. Maybe I've been going about it the wrong way. A place where it's not about advertising your channel. It's about the issues at hand. How can we get real change, positive change? How can we get them to listen to us and what we're seeing? We need like a social town hall. In fact, maybe that'll be the perfect name for the channel, Social Town Hall. I'm sure somebody can think of a better name than that. It's 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, so. I just can't believe the crap that I'm seeing just put out an open call. Various spots. Maybe I was just approaching it the wrong way. Because there is people out there, they don't want to lose their subscribers. And that's the thing. Quit thinking about numbers. Think about the real issues. We all have a common ground here. Every last one of us. Whether it be this issue, First Amendment issues, and out of these talks, we need to be giving YouTube also ideas on how they can make their platform better for us instead of so much censoring. Because trust me, I could sound off. I can be very vile about this if I wanted to. That's the problem. If I do it that way, yeah, it might get tons of hits, but it's not generating change in the right direction. All it's doing is making it bad for everybody else. You know, I'm the first person that can admit that, because I can quickly go off on something when I see it. It's taken years to learn patience and not insert open mouth and insert foot. And there is, for those people that do that, there is a time and a place for that, because some people, that's the only way you can reach them. Unfortunately, we need to be reaching these corporations, these platforms that we're on, and that needs to be done in a civil manner. Yes, it'll probably get heated, but it needs to be civil. We need change. We want change. We want our voices to be heard. You know, I'm reachable most part. You see here, 18 hours of the day, more than that probably. I have usually only sleep for about 4 hours, so in excess falling on time zones. Why? Because I got friends all around the world. So I also know a lot of people can't watch my videos from certain places in the world. But that's okay, because I'm on other platforms where they can go and watch it. You know, like I said, this platforms, all these social media platforms, they're a tool if you use them right. A very big tool. As long as we're sharing each other's content, especially messages like this, we're sharing it to everybody we know. Here, check this out. Or we tell people, hey, YouTube's got a new policy on guns. You need to go read it. I'll leave the link in the description. All you gotta do is copy the link and give it to them. You don't even have to send them back to this channel. Sharing this on all platforms you're on. Then, don't stop there. When you're out in the community, when you're at the store, start talking about these issues in public. Let people know. I mean, what's next? You're going to make a policy because I'm smoking tobacco out of a pipe? And those that are wondering, pipe tobacco. I've already had somebody try to pull that stunt. You know, I know videos out there, people doing that. I have nothing against it. They're expressing themselves. I unfortunately don't live in a state that allows that, so. And it's pretty bad that I actually do have to show a bag of tobacco. But with this in my hand, it's somewhat keeping my hands from quoting, talking. You know, I don't care if somebody takes that idea that I just gave and uses it. I honestly don't. The more people that start talking about this in a bigger community forum and expressing these ideas, the better. You know, I'm not an NRA member, never will be. But for those that are, you're definitely going to want to reach out to the NRA. Why? Because they've put up ads here on YouTube. This is affecting them and any other of the gun groups out there that support the Second Amendment right. Reach out to those local mom and pop gun stores who support you. Tell them, hey, YouTube's going to censor me if I share your link or tell people to check you guys out. Oh yeah, YouTube's about money. So these people pay YouTube to put those ads up. I don't think they want to lose some of their advertisers because they've lost several. And that's something I pointed out. Here's a solution for YouTube. Take those advertisers that don't want to support this community. You have a paid TV. Let them advertise there. Let the people like the mom and pop stores, the local advertisements, the NRA and stuff, the people who want to sponsor us, let them sponsor us. Hey, it's a win-win for you guys. You're making more money and you're getting less complaints, and more people can start monetizing again because they've got sponsors that want to sponsor their content. I know a lot of people surrendered their membership to them during the last fiasco when they gave an inch. But it doesn't mean I won't stand by them when they are defending the Second Amendment, because I will. That's part of me putting my gripes and differences aside to stand up with them and support them in what they do. I'm not giving you no money, but that's beside the point. I'm going to spread your message until you screw up. And you will. You know, a lot of people forget, you got to lead by example. Once you made a mistake, people don't forget. They're going to remember that and always watch. They're going to be leery to trust you again. And that's something as content creators here on YouTube, we have to realize. When we make a mistake or misinform something, it's on us to correct. That's something else we have to address in these forums, because there are people out there that don't care. I mean, if you're saying you're doing investigative report, you're accountable for that. You need to hold yourself to a higher standard. And most of the people I know follow and watch what they do. They make a mistake, they're quick to correct it. And that is quality content creators when they do that. Many of these gun channels, they're quick to tell you what not to buy because it might have a defective part. They're integral to gun owners when they can watch these reviews on these videos. I don't think you guys, YouTube, when I say guys, right from here on out, basically I'm referring to YouTube, I don't think you guys understand that, how crucial these channels are to education, to making sure people get the right stuff, know the right safety apparatus, knowing that something might be not quite right with the product, and they address it. People see it, they share it, it gets back to that gun maker, and they fix it. Really? Don't buy cheap pipes. That's why I'm having so much headaches with this one. Or it just means I need to clean it. I know I've rambled on more than I wanted to on this subject. It's meant to be an educational part, advising you guys out there what's going on, new policy changes. Because if I don't, and others don't, you're not going to get an email notification about it. It's because it's up to us to periodically check the terms of service, check the policies, They're subject to change without notification. That is in the terms of service. It's up to us to pay attention, which I'm thankful that, hey, they do. What's new, for those that don't have it, in their app section in the Creator Studio, put it in, because it does tell you when they've got new changes coming. It is a important tool YouTube gives us so we can keep track of policy changes. So, like I said, at the end of this video, I'll put that link in the description. I've already put it in chat, and I've shared it on Twitter. It's important that you guys see it, and it's also very important that you speak out about it. Let them know that you don't agree. It's left for up to way too much interpretation. Anybody can interpret it and say something. I mean, I've given examples of what can be said. I mean, like I said, these last few weeks, the things that have been going on these social platforms just amazes me. And what amazes me is people that are being silent about it and letting it go. You know? So, what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to reach out to people. So if anybody catches this channel that I subscribe to you, I'll probably be shooting you an email from here, your channel. So check your messages. Or if I'm subscribed to you elsewhere, I'd probably be sending you a message, reaching out. Because there's a lot of tools out there we can use to be able to do conference type stuff. Uber conference, thus far, from what I've seen, works great. I don't have a good enough internet connection to live stream with XSplit, so all I can do is record the Uber conference from XSplit right now and upload it. Other people have better connections. Is why don't see me using XSplit much other than to record. We have these tools. Hangout's awesome. You can bring several people in. But there's also a point where you can get too many in. It's got to be a controlled environment to where people aren't talking over each other, where everybody's getting a turn to voice their opinions, share what they know, share what they've seen. I mean, just like how I caught Twitter the other day with a stupid app. And they were right. There was suspicious activity happening on my account. It just wasn't anybody doing it. It was an app that was an authorized Twitter authorized app that was causing the thing. Because it was posting for me. And what you didn't realize is every time you clicked it, you had to click authorize app. And every time you clicked authorize app, well, guess what? Before you know it, I had 4 of those apps running. But it was a Twitter app. And, they're going to say, oh, it's just a glitch. Okay. How many of those glitches got how many people purged in the past couple months or reported it as bots? It's a big glitch. I don't have all the answers. No one does. It takes us getting together and talking about these issues. From that, we'll create dialogue that creates answers that these platforms can choose to use or ignore. You get enough people voicing that to where it starts catching other people's attention, then you started something. Now you're not creating ripples, you're creating waves. Before you know it, you're creating tsunamis. That's how powerful a voice you have. That's how powerful social media, all the platforms can be when used properly. With that, I want to keep this video under an hour. Thank you guys for watching. I don't normally say this. Share the video or copy the link that I leave in the description and share the link so people can go read the policy. It's important, especially I know a lot of these channels I follow that I'm subscribed to have gun-related content on it or ammo-related content. Or, like I said, read it. You'll see what I mean. Up for a very wide interpretation. Or you share the video. Let people know. You know? Other than that, you guys have a beautiful Tuesday. It is Tuesday here. And I will catch you on the next video, whatever that may be this week. You guys all have a good night and a good morning and a safe week at work.